As you may recall, a couple episodes ago, I did a review on the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C924. I really liked that bottle, but I'd like to see how it stands up in a blind compared to the other releases from earlier in the year, the A124 and the B524. Let's get into it and see who comes out on top. I'm Tuck, and this is Bourbon Broke. So before we get into this blind, let's just do a quick recap of the three bottles that were released this year. The A124 came in at 119 proof and was aged at 10 years, 9 months. The B524 came in at 130.6 proof and was aged at 11 years, 2 months. And the C924 came in at 129 proof, was aged at 11 years, 0 months. So let's go ahead and get right into this blind. I'll go ahead and mix these things up. Just hope I don't knock them off the edge of my bar. Hurt myself. I tell you, I could never be a freaking magician. I would just drop shit everywhere and I couldn't fool anybody. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into these bottles. Start over here on this side. See what the nose is like on here. And I'll make little notes on here of the nose, palate, and finish just so I can keep track of all three and see who comes out on top. This one seems a little light in the nose, little bit of a citrus, little light fruit. Just a hint of oak, just not very much, but a little hint. Decent nose. Try the next one. Definitely getting a little bit more oak in that. A little bit more of a darker fruit in there. A little bit of spice, not a lot, just a little bit. Not really picking out a lot of individual things in there, just like a darker fruit, fig, maybe just a little bit of spice. A little more oak than that first one. Number 3. Definitely sweeter. This one is definitely sweeter. A little bit of a darker fruit than the last one. I'm going to say I like the nose on that one the best, I believe. Yeah, this one was a little lighter. A little bit of a darker fruit in there, a little bit of oak. This one is sweeter, but a darker fruit in there. A little bit of more spice and get a little bit more oak in there. I'm going to go with that one. So that one's... I'll go from your angle. 1, 2, 3. I like the nose on that one better. Let's go to the palate. See how this is. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit lighter in there. Almost like a citrus, like an orange, almost lemon peel. Not as sour as like a lemon, but like a lemon zest. Just like a little bit of a cinnamon on the palate. I can definitely tell I'm drinking some higher proofs today. This is my first pour. My first pours of the day, so I can tell. It's good. Going to the third one. This one is, I can tell this is a higher proof on this, no question about that. A little bit of a higher spice, a little bit more of a bite in there, which I like. More oak in this one. I get that oak on the palate. Again, a little bit of a darker fruit in there. That's pretty good. little bit more viscous, coats the tongue a little bit more. That flavor lasts longer. But yeah, you can tell a little bit of a darker fruit in there, a little bit more spice. It's good, really good. Let's see what this one is. Definitely dark fruit on this one as well, but more sweet. This one is, to me, like a heavy plum. I'm getting some dark brown sugar in this one. Overall, more sweet. This is really nice. Yeah, sweeter plum. Get a little bit of spice there now after that second drink of that one. Like a little bit of an allspice, a little bit of a baking spice in there. I'm gonna, boy. I think we're gonna go have this. I can't even talk. I'm gonna go have. I'm not even editing that out. I don't care. I'm going with this one on the palate. These two were very, very close. However, I did like this one just a little bit better. There. Okay, let's go ahead and go with the finish. The oak is definitely more prevalent on the finish on this than it was on the nose or the palate. No question about that. Again, a little bit of a lighter fruit in there. Finish is decent. Let's see about this one. Again, I'm getting the oak more on the back end on the finish on this one, just like I did the first one. That fruit definitely carries over into the finish, but the oak is definitely a lot more prominent on the finish on this. It's good. Got the last one here. I like that dark, sweet taste on this. All three, the oak came through a lot more on the finish. This one probably a little bit more than this one and this one. Definitely lingers a little bit more in there. Man, that sweetness carries through, but that baking spice carries over more into the finish than anything else. That baking spice, like an allspice and oak, really comes through on that finish. That finish really lasts as well. Wow. Well, I'll tell you, this one is definitely out because this did not win. It was good, but it definitely did not win on the nose, palate, or finish. So that one's out. And definitely between these two. These are both very, very similar. These are both similar, but I do like the sweetness of this one a little bit better. It has that like dark fruit, like that plum, fig type of dark fruit, plus the that brown sugar, like that caramelized brown sugar in it for that sweetness. I really, really like. So I think I'm gonna go this one out first, then this one. I'm taking this one for the win here. Let's see what these are. You can read it. This is the A124. This one came in last for me, and while it's good, I don't think it quite compares to these two. Let's see who came in second. B524, C924 for the win. While I liked the palate a little bit more on the B524, I liked the nose and the finish a lot more in this. And I guess you have to ask yourself, what's most important to you? The nose, palate, or finish on there. I like all three. And generally, I'll go with palate probably more than anything, and the finish. But since we're doing a rating, with the nose, palate, and finish, and this one took the nose and finish and a really, really close second to this one on the palate, I'm going to have to go with this one. But I think they're all really good. Are they as good as the C923? I'd have to put that one up here against them, but I'm going to say probably not, because that was just a, fantastic bottle. But actually, this year's releases I thought were pretty decent. Not bad at all. A lot of people were expecting a lot, especially with A124 coming off of that C923. But, just judging them on their own with each other for the 2024 releases, I think they're solid. I came out with the C24 on top. Wow, it's really good. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And before I get on to my final cheers, I would like to mention something very, very important. Kurt and Trenton, our friends over at SLB Drinks, are right in the middle of their annual Riley Children's Hospital fundraiser. It ends this Friday, October 25th. Tickets are $5 each for the raffle, and you have a chance to win a George T. Stagg, a Pappy 15, all kinds of great bottles. Well over 100 bottles are in this raffle. 100% of the proceeds go directly to Riley Children's Hospital. Last year, these guys raised over $203,000. This year, they're well on their way to just far exceeding that. It goes for a great cause, and they're just great, great people. If you've never met Kurt and Trenton, they're just fantastic, down-to-earth people. So I'll leave a link down in the description below if you'd like to enter that. And please go ahead and buy, even just one ticket, 10 tickets, 20 tickets, whatever you want. And if you don't drink, and if you win, just come on over and share it with me. I'll be happy to do that. But anyway, seriously though, if you do get a chance, it's a great cause. And those guys do such a phenomenal job at raising money for the children. So please think of doing that. Anyway, if you liked the episode, please hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. I truly appreciate it. If you'd like to check out some more Bourbon Broke stuff, just go to bourbonbroke.com and check out everything on there. That's it for this episode. And remember, keep your friends close and your bourbon closer. Cheers. I like it.